Ay, muy bien, gracias. ¿Y tú?
Muy bien, igualmente. Now back to finding our English like Virginia did in the film.
Yeah, yeah. English is always good for me.
So tell me about your character. I mean, we don't always get to see this version of an American not familiar with the culture, trying to maneuver, language, and not only that, but the justice system.
Yeah, I mean, he's somebody who's really in over his head. He's got all this pain and grief and shame around his relationship with his daughter and the ways in which he's failed her, and so he wants to help her. She's in prison in Marseille, and she thinks there's evidence that can get her out, and he wants to try to help, and but he doesn't really have any of the kind of requisite skills to be particularly helpful.
Like Tom says, is a film about human nature and how morality can be corrupted by one's past. And in this case, Bill is a perfect example. How did you struggle or, challenge to portray that with Bill?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was more about like creating this character and then understanding why he does everything he does. And you know, he makes decisions that I hope I would not make, but as the guy portraying him, I understood every decision that he made, and and that's so the film hopefully leaves the audience with some questions, things to talk about.
Now, you're a kid from Boston. In this film, here you are maneuver the accent from Oklahoman accent, and then you're also speaking French. I mean, some scenes you're combining the accent with French. How challenging was that?
I mean, I speak French so badly that it was pretty easy to speak French with an Oklahoman accent, because it just didn't matter. It didn't butcher the French any more than I butcher it.
That's amazing. And then just to final up, what's one touch that you integrated for Bill?
There's a lot of detail in the look that we got from the Roughnecks down in Oklahoma. They were great with giving us access to, they took us to the oil rig, showed us how they do their job. We met their families, like, getting all that stuff in was, that entire look um, was kind of key to the whole portrayal. And there was one day we were shooting where I had to say the word theater, and I told Tom, I said, I think it's theater. And he was like, it's not theater, it's theater. And I was like, well, let's call Kenny. So we called the roughneck that we worked with. And I was like, Kenny, man, is it theater or theater? And he's like, theater. So that was a little touch I put in.
I remember that. I remember that scene.
Good.
Well, muchas gracias, Matt, for your time. It was a
Thank you.
pleasure.
My pleasure. We'll do it in person next time.
Of course. Yes, fingers crossed. And by the way, for the last duel,
Yeah, yeah. Well, we'll talk about that one in a couple months.
thank you. Take
All right.
care.
Take care.